We are coming to you from the 65th Annual Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, which is considered the Super Bowl of all boat shows. It's the largest in-water boat show, produces about $2 billion in revenue, gives us a big shot in the arm here in South Florida. So welcome, my name is Kim Sweers, the boat boss with FB Marine Group, and I have...
Rick Thomas with Yachting International Radio. I also host Yachting USA, but together, Kim and I are Yachting Unplugged.
That's right.
And Kim, this feels like the Super Bowl. We've gone through 4 quarters, tie game, we're now in overtime. It's been a crazy, busy week.
It has.
And
the weather hasn't cooperated, but the people have really been awesome. There's so many exhibits to see, so many boats on display. Education is a big initiative right now for the boat show. And entertainment, we have parties, and it's such a great time. So if you haven't made it to the boat show this year, you need to come to Miami or come to Fort Lauderdale next year because it is a scene.
Don't forget Palm Beach next year. I think that's one of my favorite shows.
That's right. I missed out on one of my favorite, Palm Beach, which is an up-and-coming boat show.
Yes, it is. So we're on the upper deck, the sun deck of Motor Yacht Unbridled. Unbridled is a 8-meter, 192-foot Trinity yacht built back in 2009. Mr. Jim Glidewell is the owner. Captain Liam has been our marvelous host. We have broadcast all week from this boat. And Kim, you were just on board for one of our seminars we did. We live streamed that around the world. We had viewers from Dubai and from Switzerland and from Europe and all over the world watching. Tell us a little bit about this panel you just came off of.
It was really exciting. It's, there's obviously a few of us that have been in the business for many years, and there's also some fresh faces. But it was all about development. We were talking about how we grew each of our brands and what we do in the industry, and giving words of wisdom to women and men too that are looking to make that next step and to scale their brand or their business. It was really great.
Yeah. It was good hearing your story too. I've heard it before,
Thanks.
but coming from your lips to our ears, it was great. And It was wonderful to have you on board.
Yeah, I can definitely say that my story is one of perseverance, and really I'm taking a look and loving yourself first and realizing that you have to set boundaries and that you have to find happiness within yourself before you put that hand out there, give me your hand, and help someone else. And it's so important that self-love first, and then you help someone second. And then from there, then the world is really your limit. And so get rid of the people that aren't doing it for you, that are holding you back, and the sky's the limit.
Well, I add to that the fear factor, because coming from my background, in just the last 2 years, I've gone through a couple reinventions, and they're scary. And as you're considering this change you're about to make, it's like, am I really gonna do this?
Yeah.
But looking back, for me, in my experience, it's been amazing. And I would encourage anybody who thinks they're on the hamster wheel right now and feels like it's time for reinvention, go for it. You only have one life to live.
No, I couldn't agree more. But you always have to say, as Simon Sinek said, find your why, because it's not all about just putting, content out there about innovating suit or what the lifestyle is. You have to have a higher purpose, and that higher purpose is sustainability of our industry.
Yes.
We cannot do all this unless we have a plan of sustainability. And so find your why, whether it be mine is safety and cancer, yours is obviously just getting the word out about how important yachting is, not just the economic side, but the financial side, the impact that a yacht brings to the communities that they are at.
We have talked about that in so many of the podcasts we've recorded this week. I keep talking about what I call the sacred trinity, and that is the owner, the crew, and the asset, the boat and the shipyard support for the boat.
Absolutely.
And I say everything else is the fluffy stuff.
Yes.
And when you really focus on the owner and the crew, and you get them working in a harmonious relationship, magic happens. And that's what we're experiencing on board Unbridled this week. This crew's incredible. The owner is an amazing guy who's facilitated all this for us. And this has been our studio all week. Not too bad.
And it's no joke because you have the Moke.
Moke, I tell you what.
The Moke here.
You've seen these throughout the Caribbean, right?
So check out Moke America. FL stands for FortLauderdale.com. These things, I might just buy one.
Yeah.
Jason, wrap it up and send it to me.
Put a bow on it for her, though, a pink bow. It's the appropriate.
Yeah, these are really cool. Great story. They're from the Caribbean, brought here to America by a serial entrepreneur. Great story. I can't wait to learn more about this product.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And it's like, these are the little things you see when you're paying attention and looking around this show. There's 1,000 of these things that show up.
Yes.
And you just want to, you want to embrace what you can, and particularly if it furthers the industry or adds a little fun to the industry.
Absolutely. Well, let's get a little serious now. We're going to talk about the safety side of the marine industry. And we've really, with wavy boats and with qualified captain, there's been so much of a demand for what goes wrong on the water. And so we always, when we talk about and we highlight that, I really challenge these people that have those sites at the end of their post to say what could have happened to make it right.
Right.
So
Make
I
it
challenge,
different.
Aaron and all the people out there that have their own sites. If you're highlighting that, there needs to be a higher purpose. That safety, we have to lead with safety.
Yeah.
We unfortunately had a situation recently last week with Nautical Ventures. It was an unfortunate situation where one of the technicians I have technicians at my dealership, and one of the technicians, unfortunately, was not with us any longer. And so I want to talk
And I
about
think
how important
4
safety
others
is.
are
Yeah.
still treated for burns, and it was a boat fire, it was an explosion actually happening during a fueling incident. And unfortunately, that's not a unique or first time type of thing. It happens
No.
too often.
It does.
And it's important, I think, as an industry, because it could happen, like you said, in a dealership like one of yours, could happen on a boat like this where you're carrying multiple tenders and
Absolutely.
you have gasoline and diesel powered vessels. The gasoline's more dangerous than the diesel because of the volatile nature and the
Agreed.
way the gas
Agreed.
fumes can settle in, and they're there. You can maybe smell it a little bit, but you don't understand or
Right, you bring up a good
comprehend how dangerous it is.
You bring up a good point, smell. And so that accident happened on Friday at 4:30 in the afternoon. They were probably, who knows what the situation is, I can't comment, or
We're not gonna
on what
speculate.
happened. But Friday at 4:30, we all know we all want to get out of there, and who knows what the situation was. But I told my team on Monday, right after that happened, we had a safety meeting, gathered my team from the top of the organization down to, the women that work the office. Because when you smell gas, that is stop and wait and aerate, as I call
Yes.
it. And so whether you're going in to do a service job on a boat or you are doing just anything, if you smell it, you have to stop and just let it go, take a break, call your mom or whatever,
Yep.
let the boat aerate. Or if you feel more comfortable, just leave completely.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Eventually, those fumes, particularly if you have an appropriate blower system, can be
Right.
evacuated.
Yes.
I talked to some captains about policies and procedures. There are a number of operations where there are written procedures for this. And one very good idea is if you're fueling a vessel, cease all other work on the vessel.
Yes, agreed.
You don't, be single-minded about what you're doing. Ideally, you would do that last. After you have everybody off the boat, after all the work's been done, okay, we're done, we're ready to go. Let's put gas in this thing so it can be run.
Absolutely right. Nothing else should be done.
Yeah.
No vaping, no wet dry vacs, no battery chargers. Nothing can happen when fueling is
No.
taking place.
So again, condolence to the
Yes.
team there at Nautical Ventures. More importantly, a teachable moment to the industry. Pay attention to this,
Absolutely.
and let's try to prevent these types of tragedies from happening.
As you know, safety is a big part of my platform now, and I'm emceeing the International Boating and Water Safety
Yes.
Summit next year. Really excited about that. I got
Will
the
you let us
verbal.
help live stream that for you?
Yes, absolutely. I think you should definitely be involved. For those companies that really want to network with government officials, Coast Guard is there, FWC, all the parks, everyone is there, Mercury, and it's a great way for anyone looking to enter into that safety space or has a product that needs to promote it or talk about it on stage. Reach out to me, please, or the National Safe Boating Council who puts it on. It's an amazing event. I went last year. I was a keynote speaker, loved it so much that now I'm all in on boating safety.
I love that. I love it. I couldn't think of a more important subject matter to be part of, because at the end of the day, we're all loving being on the ocean. It's what soothes our soul. It's where families come together and you build relationships, maintain relationships, create new relationships. But the ocean, she's unforgiving.
Yes.
She's beautiful, but she doesn't care. So I think it's really important that when we're encouraging people to get on the ocean and enjoy our beautiful waterways, we at the same time say, but do it with situational awareness, with care, with purpose. Safety first, always safety first.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I have a saying that I incorporated boat smart from the start. And so we all have to start, whether it's the night before, folks, drinking, being tired, getting in your car, and getting on that boat when you're not 100% can also lead to a not so great day on the water.
Yeah, and a bad day of boating is no fun for anybody.
Exactly, couldn't agree more. Well, you are responsible. Whoever's driving is responsible for their guests that are on the boat. So save that beer, pop that beer, you know, when you're at the dock or something like
Yeah.
that, but always be smart about
Yeah.
boating.
Or do what I do. I've got an amazing 15-year-old son who's an incredible helmsman.
Oh, yeah?
So I just let him drive the boat.
Nice.
If I'm going to have people on board, we're going to have a couple of cocktails or
There
a
we
beer
go.
or two. Tristan, you've got this.
I love it. So how's the boat show been?
Dynamic. I have lost my voice and regained it a couple of times. We were at the International Super Yacht Society's
I
Design
saw you
Awards
look really
and Gala.
nice in a tuxedo.
Thank you.
Your monkey suit.
Doesn't
looked
happen
great.
very often,
I
Kim,
saw that.
but it was a good time. It was amazing to see some really well-known Northern European shipyards really do well. You know, so that was exciting. The International Seakeeper Society, we had Guy Harvey as our keynote speaker and our 2024 Seakeepers, recipient of the Seakeepers Award of the Year. It was great to hear him talk and see our industry come together for
sure.
more environmental mindsets, which is cool.
Again, bringing in the word sustainability.
Sustainability and accountability, and you know, when you bring high net worth people together and you encourage them to look philanthropically at what they can do to help our oceans and help our industry and all that, it makes sense.
Absolutely.
So some really good industry events that happen here every year, and just the conversations that we're having on the dock has been amazing. We are only a couple days away, actually 2 days away from the most consequential election of our lifetime here in the United
Absolutely.
States.
Get out and vote, everybody.
Whoever it's going to be, vote, but do it. Don't sit back home. This is too important. So I will leave you with that. And Kim,
Well, it's been an awesome show.
Yeah, this has been great.
Thanks for Mother Nature for pulling it through in the end, because it was a rough start. It got a little windy and rainy too.
Yeah, we dodged some raindrops,
Crazy,
but
yeah.
you're having a great hair day today.
Am I?
You are,
Dude,
absolutely.
I'm
I like
rocking
that.
this look.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Suzanne, for the little hair clip. I
She came
appreciate
through.
it.
Yeah, I struggled myself, but I
I know.
figured just,
You're having a bad
go
hair
with
day.
it. Just it is what it is.
Well,
So-
it's no joke. The Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show was a success. We have Moke behind us. Check out Moke. Check out Unbridled for charter, or actually just any opportunity to get on this boat is a treat in itself.
This crew is incredible.
Yes.
This crew is incredible, and the chef's pretty good.
It was. I
Yeah,
had some good
he does a
food.
good job coming out of the galley.
All right, everyone, whether you live, work, or play on the water, get on the water. If you're interested in crew opportunities, talk to Rick. He's the guy that knows everyone in crew.
Yep,
But living
make
on
it
the
happen.
water, come to South Florida, call South Florida your residence, and then you can buy a boat and enjoy the lifestyle altogether. So, Rick,
until the next time you and I get together
I
for
know.
Yachting Unplugged,
let's do coffee on the beach again. That was so
Coffee
much
on the
fun.
beach.
6:30 or something like that.
So-
The sunrise earlier.
I
now.
love watching the sun come up over the Atlantic
Very cool.
Ocean. Make it happen.
Look forward to it.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you
thanks
so much,
for joining
Kim.
Yachting Unplugged. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode.
I'm out of here.